All right. Well, thanks for taking the time to speak with us. Really appreciate your time.
Okay, thank you for calling me. Yeah.
No worries. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself, your musical background, and how Childrain got started?
Yeah. My musical background is quite wide because I started listening to my father's music, to be honest, when I was a child,
Mm.
and my musical background goes from Queen, Pink Floyd, and the Beatles to Pantera and I don't know, and Slipknot. So you can imagine the wide range of my influences.
Yeah.
Nowadays, my favorite styles for nowadays could be the punk rock, for example, Bad Religion and No Effects and those kind of bands.
Yeah.
And I love Pink Floyd, so Master Tool. I don't know, everything that is well done for me is valuable. So my influences are the good music, for
You
putting it as a resume.
you've got a very eclectic and wide taste. You say you listen to your father's records. Is that where you talked about the Beatles and things like that came from?
Yeah, yeah. I used to listen to this music because I was a child, and in my home there was always music on the I don't know how is on the I don't know the equipment, I don't
Yeah.
know. And I realized that that music was really good,
Mm.
and then I evolved into more modern things, but based on the as I said before, is the same background. It's good music, well done, and with taste in my taste, of course.
Yeah. So what happened then to make you go, okay, I want to start a band. I want to be in a band.
Well, my band, the guitar player and the main composer is my brother.
Mm.
He's 1 year elder than me, and we when we were I don't know about I was 9 and he was 10. We received a present from a friend of us that it was elder than us, and it was a NoFX album.
Okay.
So we put it that in the recording in I don't know how is that machine called in English. Well, in the CD player. We put
Okay.
it
Yeah.
we put it in the CD player,
A stereo.
and
Yeah.
yeah, stereo. Thank you. And we were absolutely overwhelmed, and we decided that we wanted to do that for our future. we
Yeah.
were we were just children, but we started a band when we were 15 years old, the band previous to Children.
Okay. Okay. So what? Why did that end, and how did you get from there to Child Rain?
What, sorry?
How did what? Why did that band not go? Why did that band end, and how did you get from that to Child Rain?
Okay. Well, I was the drummer in that band, and
Okay.
we were playing a kind of new metal. That was the thing that it was in those times. That was in on the radio, and it
Yeah.
was things like Korn, Slipknot, System of a Down. We were playing that kind of music, but we the band didn't work so well because we were really young, and people have other things to do, and well, it was just an amateur thing, completely amateur thing.
Yeah.
And we decided that we wanted to play some other styles, and we I don't know, that band lasted for 5 years. We only had a demo,
Oh yeah.
and we started a new band with a more aggressive context, and I started to play, well, to I will not say sing because that wasn't singing,
Mm.
but we started to make a more powerful music.
Okay. That's. I don't want to say you're a complete unknown outside your home country, but I think it's safe to say your success has been predominantly in Spain, right?
Yeah, we are not. You can say we are not known in anywhere else than in Spain, and something in Portugal and something in France, but we are completely unknown to the European public.
Yeah, was that a choice? Was it kind of like build up a solid fan base first, and then start spreading your wings?
Well, it wasn't a choice, really. We were, I don't know, we are a quite young band. To We're a quite young band, and we haven't made the best decisions in our career
Okay.
because in this country there's no a real metal scene. Things are quite difficult. It's very underground in Spain to be in a metal band, and we didn't have the, I don't know, the opportunity of sharing our music more widely.
Mm.
But in the last 2 years, we finished with our previous management company, and we tried an international management company, and they liked us, and the rest is history. You are calling me from England, and that's because they have done the things that we wanted to do
Yeah.
previously, but we didn't know how. We haven't had the the option to do that.
No, I understand what you're saying. From our perspective, when we get our regular, pile of promos that come in our email address, we get them from all over the world. Be predominantly say Eastern European, as far as South Africa, but it's rare that we see something coming out of Spain. So when it came through, it got our attention immediately because, as you said yourself, when we think of Spain, we don't think a big metal scene.
Yeah, no, it's really underground. Uh, f- it's a pain for us to
Mm.
to have been born here because I think that the music is quite good, and it could work outside. But here in Spain, there's much flamenco and paella.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you've had 3 albums already, with your fourth, The Silver Ghost, coming out in a few weeks. I guess you must see it. This must be like the turning point, hopefully, for the band, a more international stage.
Yeah, we are that's the goal.
Mm.
We When we started with new management, they told us that we have to do one song and one video to show to European people, discographies and all, and it ended asking us for a whole album because there was a kind of great interest in having something larger than just a video.
Yeah.
And we our goal is to spread the word through Europe, and for this time, the reviews coming from Germany, UK, the Netherlands are really good. So we are really happy with the result.
Get a really nice response. I mean, from my perspective, from our perspective, the website's perspective, it's one of, if not the best albums I've heard this year. Normally we move on quick, once listen to an album, write the review, and then move on. But this is getting regular plays still now. It's an incredible job. You guys should be very, very proud of what you've done.
Well, I want to thank you so much because when I read on Instagram that you liked so much the album, I
Mm.
immediately sent the screen capture to my bandmates, and we were absolutely crazy because it's not normal that we have that kind of feedback from England. England is a really difficult country for music because the best bands are coming
Yeah.
from England. So we were really overwhelmed, and I thank you so much that you like so much our city. Is just these kind of things are worth to have this band.
Yeah. What talking of the album, what themes or inspirations have helped make that album a reality? Is there anything specific you focused on?
Yes, you may think that I'm a bit crazy, but I have, well, how can I explain this to not sound like a crazy guy?
Go for it.
Well, I have had since I was a child out of body experiences.
Okay.
Yeah, and those experiences have made myself to turn into a kind of spiritual guy, and my brother, who is the main composer, has those experiences too. So we try to focus on that kind of feeling when you are in those strange places. I don't know how to explain. It's surrounded by mystery and different kind of energies. And I told my brother that I dreamed about this album, this concept album,
Yeah.
and I wrote down the nine titles before anything was composed. So my brother took the inspiration of those titles and wrote nine songs. That then, when it came to put the lyrics and the melodies, it worked just I don't know. It was really quick.
Wow.
You may think that, oh, there is a lot of work. That it is, of course, there is a lot of work. But from my part, that I am the lyric and melodies responsible.
Yeah.
It was quite I don't know. It's like if like everything came from the universe directly to my brain.
Yeah.
And I wrote down and I did the vocals really quite quickly. I might say 3 or 4 months. It's quite quick to compose a nine theme album, and the inspiration came from that. It's a kind of a story about the out of body experiences that I have, and lyrically is from my point of view is interesting because it works as a kind of novel. If you don't believe in these things, it's okay, but it works like a kind of fantasy relate. I don't know.
It's amazing that you're describing it. It gives me almost fresh perspective on it. Because listening to it, it kind of always implied to me that there was a certain spiritual edge, otherworldly, sometimes spacey kind of sound to theme behind it. And now you've kind of explained regarding the out-of-body experiences and the thought process and how it got built. It makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, at least you don't think I'm a crazy guy, but yes, it's the kind of energy that you receive from the universe. We always have touches those kind of issues like cosmos. I don't know. It's really a Pink Floydian thing for us without drugs, of course. And yes, it's I don't know. The power for the songs come directly, as I said before, from the stars. I don't know how to explain.
You've explained it brilliantly. With that then, is there any one particular track of the nine that you are either most proud of, or that you think, yeah, that really gets across what I wanted it to?
Well, this is like choosing who is better, your father or your mother, no? But
yeah, I know it's a difficult question.
yeah, but for me, I have my favorite ones, of course, because of maybe the lyrics, or maybe the kind of feeling that brought me in the time of writing the lyrics and composing the melodies. And probably my favorite ones are Eon, that it's an afterlife love story. It's a kind of love story that lives for the end of the time. And probably my second favorite one is The Valley of Hope, that is
Oh,
not related, is the one of the songs that is not related to the out of body experiences. Is talks about depression and talks about the encouragement to fight a depression.
yeah.
Probably those two are my favorite ones, but I love all of them, to be honest.
Yeah, I absolutely understand. It is like choosing which of your kids are your favourite. I'm so
Yeah.
glad you said the Valley of Hope though, because that's the one. When I was writing my questions down, I was like, I'm just going to mention that I think the Valley of the Hope is a phenomenal. Like that. That was the track when I listened to that. That I like to refer to it as lifting up my soul kind of thing. Made me feel good inside.
Yeah, yeah, because how how can I explain the the goal of that song is to encourage the people who have suffering in depression. That is something quite near to me.
Yeah.
It's kind of encouragement song. So it I try to empower the people to fight that feeling, that illness, that is one of the most uh, terrific illness that you can suffer.
Yeah.
And that that chorus is for me is it's a kind of come on, boy, you can do it, you can
Yeah.
do it. It's the sky is open for you. We'll find the valley of hope. Yeah. And for me it's quite special because many people I have the feedback of many people that told me that there's a real hope in that song, even if there are screaming parts that there are the part that you are trying to fight that illness with all your strength, no? But there's a clear light in the sun, especially in the chorus and in the part, and it's working really good. The people are answering really well to that song.
That's fantastic. I love that any music, let alone a song that I myself enjoyed, can be shared by others, and that positive message comes through.
Yeah,
So I feel
I
like this is a game-changing album for melodic metal. Were you did any at any point while you were making it, when you were writing the lyrics or the melodies, did you think, yeah, we've got something special here, either our best work or something that really might impact the metal world?
Yeah, well, it's hard to explain this because we didn't we really didn't imagine that I was, for example, speaking with an England guy that loved so much the album. So we thought that we had something really good because we had the feeling that it was quite catchy. It was quite righteous. It was really well balanced between the emotions that we wanted to explain to the people.
Yeah.
But we didn't think that it was going to get so really good reviews all over Europe, because we are used to think more locally. I don't know. It's a kind of, I think it's part of my personality not to think that, oh, we have the next black album, oh, we have the next, oh yeah. No, we were quite, we made music for ourselves, to be honest. And if this music is liked by the rest of the people, it's really great. But we thought we had some great songs, but we never thought that they will come, for example, for you to be uh, such a great record. To be honest, we thought that we had something good, but
Yeah.
not as good as for example your opinion on that. No.
No, I understand that. It must. You can't go in thinking, oh, you like you said, we've created the new Black album, because that's impossible to even picture what that would be.
Yeah.
or so on. But yeah, I guess it's nice to hear that you had confidence in that you knew you'd written good songs at least. And you were like, these are good songs. We're really happy with them. They're going to fit perfectly alongside our other 3 albums.
Yeah, I mean, we thought that they were great songs, and we thought that if there's a good marketing campaign behind that,
Yeah,
that it could work. It could work well because we think that the songs are quite international. It's not, I don't know, it's not Spanish folk to put that sample. It's kind, they are good songs. I think they have catchy choruses. They have great instrumentation. Well, it's my band songs. What I'm supposed to say, no? But
you're going to
I
start
think,
reviewing your own album.
yeah, I honestly think that the songs are good and they could work. So now is the marketing thing, is the discography thing to put them in the right place.
Yeah.
But we think that the record is it's really good. It's for us. I enjoy to listen to it in my house, in my home. With the previous records, well, the previous one, Materia, I
Yeah.
was quite happy with the result. It worked really well in Spain and Portugal, and in France as well. Gojira liked the album. That was for us. It was something really incredible. A
Absolutely.
band like Gojira. Gojira were born quite near from our hometown, so there was a kind of, I don't know, and the bassist liked so much the album, and we were
Yeah.
overwhelmed. So we try to make the best possible album for this occasion, and we are really happy with the result.
Well, you said yourself it's now about marketing. Talking of which, so you've been making music throughout the digital age, the rise of streaming services, and the decline of physical sales. Is that an area you've been struggling with, or is that something you know you need to get better at? Because obviously you can put your album out on iTunes and Spotify and all the systems out there, but because everybody can effectively do that, you could get buried. Is that where you've been struggling the most, would you say?
Well, we have lived in first person all the transition between
Yeah,
the good times of the music and the worst times of music. So for us, it's quite simple because we are not here to make money.
of
We are
course.
here to be heard, and we try. Our goal is to play in most places as possible, not to become rich like Metallica.
Yeah.
In that way, we accepted really quite soon that the music is just a way of expression, and not a good way of earning a life to.
Absolutely.
And so really our goal is to play as much as we can in Spain, in UK, in the States, everywhere. That's our goal because our passion is to be on the stage.
Yes.
That's our passion, and to share a stage with idols that we have done to this point of our career. That's the only thing to care about. If some money comes, it's welcome, of course,
Of course.
but there wasn't never that the goal was never to make money. So in this case, to answer your question, we are quite well with the new technologies because um they help to 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 they help us to put our music everywhere,
Yeah.
free, and to have the feedback from the rest of the world that it's really the option. We want to play, to be hard. We want to be in festivals. We want to be in every stage of the world,
Yeah.
and that, and for us, it's good that there is this kind of technologies, but it's more difficult because, as you said, everyone can put his music over
Yeah.
there. So I think that the offer is more than the demand. So it's quite difficult to struggle to be heard. So you have to have a great company behind you.
Yeah.
You have to have great songs, for of course, and you have to have so much luck. That is, it's a combination of things that is it's really difficult to achieve.
Yeah.
But step by step, we are pursuing our dream, and we are quite good, quite happy with our career, and it seems like it's going to be growing.
Seems like it's going up. Yeah.
Mm.
So, I mean, you already mentioned that you love playing live. You're shortly in April. You're actually out around Europe, aren't you? With 6 Feet Under. How are you feeling about that?
Well, it's our first time in Europe. We have played festivals in Portugal and in the south of France, but this is the proper first European tour.
Yeah.
We have been offered many times to go through Europe and to tour, but there wasn't any kind of how is said any kind of guarantee of being in good terms.
Yep.
So maybe you will play, I don't know, 2 grants in advance, and you have no warranties, and you probably will play at bars only with, I don't know, with your own band. So there wasn't the right conditions to do it. In this case, our label, Graviton, they offered us this tour, and well, it's kind of a dream because touring Europe with such legends as 6 Feet Under, we
Yeah.
don't fit really well in this style, but they are legends. They are fucking legends. So
Yeah.
to tour with them through Europe for the first time on our first tour, I don't know. It's like I don't losing your virginity with I don't know Jennifer Aniston, for example. So we are really happy, really expectant of what could happen because it's our first time in a nightliner with more American bands. So
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be great. But I will tell you when I come back in April.
I think it's good. Yeah, I saw the dates. Looks fantastic. You're not right. You're not wrong about it seems like an odd pairing, but if you go to lots and lots of gigs, these odd pairings seem to, I find, sometimes work better than I once saw Volbeat support Hatebreed, and those two shouldn't go together. But it's like two different sets of fans, and you have the opportunity for 6 Feet Under fans to see something that's a bit different and be like, wow, that band's really impressive. I better check them out.
Yeah, I think it's we take it as an advantage because we think that if you sound like the main act, you probably get lost in the audience. It's going to be they're just a copy of 6 Feet Under
Of
or
course.
anyone else. But we're going to do a set list that it's going to be balanced between our more aggressive songs and some of the melodic ones, because we know that the audience is going to be hard in these terms. It's like
Yeah.
if you are Avenged Sevenfold and you're playing with the Slayer fans, you will probably try to adjust your set list to the crowd, but not
Absolutely.
losing your personality. We're not going to play the most poppy songs to the 6 Feet Under crowd because it's like a suicide, no?
It will go
But
down like a lead balloon. Absolutely.
yeah, so we are trying to mold the set list to the most aggressive ones because we have an aggressive collection of songs as well,
Yeah.
and we are trying to make the difference, but in that kind of style, no? So I think it's a really great opportunity because there is an opportunity to be heard by a different audience, probably a harsh audience, because 6 Feet Under is quite dark and quite I don't know, it's 6 Feet Under. It's
Yeah.
like Never Corpse and all, and those bands are quite close, are really powerful, are really aggressive, and we are going to put a more melodic tone for the in the bill, but we are going to use that as an advantage, nor as the opposite.
Well, I mean, I'm looking at the dates in front of me right now, and you are all over Europe, from Germany, Czech Republic, Austria, Belgium. You are going to get to play many countries, but I am disappointed to see there's no UK date.
Well, it's I'm disappointed too because I love UK. I usually go twice or three times in the year.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I have been this year. I have been in London, in Portsmouth, and in I can't remember the the other one.
Okay.
But it's I love to travel over there because it's another world, and I, it's quite I don't know how to explain this. All the music that I love is coming from there.
Yes.
So all the I don't know, the surrounding, I don't know, it's great for me. I love, for example, Camden Town. I feel like, wow,
Oh, of
this is the
course, yeah.
place, yeah, this is the place I wanted to be born. Yeah, but I have been born in a Spanish village.
It's funny you
So
say that because, well, again, when I was kind of thinking, oh, if you were to play in the UK, where would I put you? What venue would I put you? And the venue, I don't know if you saw it when you were in Camden. I would think you guys would fit wonderfully in the place called the Underworld.
yeah,
Yeah,
you I want to tell you something. We had a date in the underworld in Camden with Joy Jordison's
oh,
last band, Sinsenium.
that's it.
We
Yeah,
had we have closed that tour, but something in the last minute went wrong. I don't know what, the label thing. I don't know what happened, but we had that date in London, and we were absolutely, wow. We were like small children with the Christmas Eve. We were like, wow, we are going to play the Underworld. I have been drunk there for many times. I have been over there, wow, many times. This year I was in Camden with my girlfriend, and we spent a great night in the Underworld.
yeah.
And when we saw that, we were absolutely amazed. But in the end, it went down. But I'm sure that we are going to visit UK, and I'm sure that it's going to be, if not this year, it's going to be the next year. We are absolutely, we want to play the UK because for us it's one of the most important places to be known and to be there playing, because as I said before many times, the Beatles, Motorhead, the Rolling Stones, Led Zeppelin, Black Sabbath, all the music that I love is coming from your
From England, yeah,
islands. Yeah.
UK, yeah. No, I mean that's fantastic because it is one of those questions that I always instantly go, "Oh, I found a band I absolutely love. When are they playing the UK?" And it's kind of, "Oh, right." I guess it's just one of those things where fans, myself, and everyone else that's going to listen to the album or it's just spreading the word, right? Spread the word of Childrain, and then you'll get more offers to play. Easy as that.
Yeah, because with words such as yours, that you are saying the people that this record is great. We want to reach that kind of I don't know, if for putting in a sentence, if you do well in the UK, you are going to do well in the rest of the world.
Yeah.
So it's one of the main goals that we have. It's important, and it's great to hear that your record is working on Germany, on Portugal, but UK is the key of the scene for. If you do well in the UK, for sure it's going to be well done in the rest of the countries. So I appreciate a lot your help in this case to spread the word of the Silver Ghost, because it's really important for us to be someone, a little band, but someone in the UK.
It just opens the door as well. It feels like once you conquer the UK, then next stop is America, and then you got to try and conquer America.
Yeah, well, America is really difficult because there are plenty bands over there, and touring over there is really expensive. But we will try. But first, we have to to conquer your country.
One step at a time. You're already on the right path, I think. So that's perfect.
Yeah.
Inny, thank you very much for taking the time to speak with us. It's been fantastic, very insightful.
Okay, Carl, it's a pleasure for me to have you here, and it has been a really fantastic chat.